On Thai PBS World tonight, Thailand joins the world in mourning the passing of Pope Francis. The Thai delegation has postponed its trade tariff negotiations with the US. And gold prices in Thailand have surged to a new high today.
You're watching Thai PBS World tonight. I'm Frank Kanchi.
And I'm Nat Bunak, and we'll begin the program tonight with a worldwide tribute to Pope Francis, who passed away yesterday. And Thailand has also joined the world in mourning the passing of the late Pope. Many Christians gathered at St. Louis Church in Bangkok yesterday evening to mourn the passing of Pope Francis, who died yesterday at the age of 88. The memorial mass was held to honor the life and legacy of the late Pope. Revered as one of the most significant Catholic places of worship in Thailand, the church, which was graced by His Holiness during his visit in 2019, is now a place for heartfelt remembrance. Meanwhile, Thai Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra has expressed profound sorrow and extended deepest condolences on the passing of His Holiness Pope Francis, describing him as a true beacon of humanity. On her Facebook page, Paetongtarn wrote that his unwavering compassion, moral courage, noble humility, and tireless pursuit of peace inspired millions of people across faiths and nations. May His Holiness rest in eternal peace. And to remember the late Pope, we take a look back to when Pope Francis visited Bangkok in November 2019. The late Pope's visit to Thailand back then also coincided with the 350th anniversary of the Vatican's first mission to Siam. During his visit in 2019, Pope Francis met with the Supreme Patriarch at the Wat Ratchabapit Sathit Mahasimaram Temple and had a private audience with His Majesty King Mahawachiralongkorn. And one of the most memorable moments was when Pope Francis led a Holy Mass at the National Stadium in Bangkok, which saw thousands and thousands of people, both Thais and some foreigners, waving flags to welcome him throughout the ceremony. So that was one of the most significant events back in 2019 when the late Pope Francis visited Bangkok and also met with the Supreme Patriarch and His Majesty the King, and also met with the Christian community here in Thailand as well.
That was the historical moment that, of course, Pope Francis came to Thailand. And, of course, I think world leaders, including Thailand's Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra, also share their thoughts about, of course, the late Pope passed away. And this is the memory that I think Thailand and Thai people remember about Pope Francis coming to Thailand. And it's kind of like unification between religions, as what you said about the Supreme Patriarch also met the late Pope.
Exactly. So that was one of the most memorable events in 2019 when Pope Francis visited Bangkok and met with several communities here in Thailand as well.
Right. Let's move on to the economy. Of course, trade tariff. We understand that Thai delegation was supposed to meet the USTR, the official organization of the United States, to negotiate the trade tariff. But right now, that has been confirmed that the negotiation and the talks have been postponed. Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra admitted to reporters prior to the cabinet meeting today that the Thai delegation, led by Finance Minister Pichai Chunha-Wachila, has postponed its travel to the U.S. to negotiate with U.S. President Donald Trump over the reciprocal tariffs against Thailand. Pichai himself also refused to talk to reporters over the issue, but only said that they have not decided on a new date. Speaking after the cabinet meeting, Mr. Pichai explained that the decision was made to allow for a more comprehensive understanding of the situation. He stressed the importance of being fully prepared before entering any formal discussions, noting that an advanced team has already been dispatched to engage with their U.S. counterparts and align perspectives on key issues. He said that we don't want to move ahead of others, but neither should we lag behind. Rushing could be unwise, yet falling behind could also prove detrimental. The ideal approach is to observe carefully, see what those at the front of the line are facing, what those in the middle are encountering as we are somewhere in the middle toward the end. It gives us the opportunity to make informed decision. With roughly 7 days remaining and pressure mounting, the work has been divided into two key operational tracks. The first involves a team based in the United States, led by Thailand's ambassador in Washington, working alongside officials from Bangkok. Their aim is to gather clear and accurate information, not only to reinforce Thailand's own proposals, but to better understand what the United States genuinely seeks. The second stream of work is taking place at the executive level here in Thailand, focusing on monitoring potential developments or consultation with the Bank of Thailand and other financial institutions to determine appropriate response. Among the concerns likely to be raised by the United States is the issue of currency value, as the U.S. seeks to expand its exports. It hopes partner countries will refrain from intervening in their exchange rates. Another matter expected to be featured prominently in discussions is the misuse of export privileges. Both sides will need to agree on clear criteria to determine which products are genuinely of Thai origin and which may be inappropriately claiming Thai trade benefits. But of course, as what we said, we talked about actually this week, this is a very important date for Thailand to talk to the United States and the official to mitigate the trade tariff crisis rather. But we just got the news actually about the solar panel net 35 times or 3,532% on Southeast Asia countries producing solar panel end parts. Wow, that's pretty high.
That's pretty high indeed. And you can see that how the trade tariffs actually affect many countries around the world. But on one side of it, the postponement of the talks between Thailand and the US might be a good strategy for now, because they have to actually understand and contemplate the whole situation before they start the negotiations, because this is a very complicated issue.
And you talk about, of course, the first group, India, Japan. Of course, the Japanese Prime Minister already in the United States, and the United States Vice President J.D. Vance right now in India, but we haven't seen any practical or pragmatic measures to really negotiate. So, of course, Southeast Asia, including Thailand, have to be very careful this time, or we're gonna get that high tariff 35 times. Oh my God.
That is very shocking too, because it's going to affect several businesses here in Thailand as well, and as well as the export business as well.
Right, and of course, as what is export business, that import and export will be a very, very hard task for both countries, US and Thailand. And another part that we talk about may be good for gold investors, because amid trade tariff in the globe, gold price in Thailand has risen to a new high today. Today's gold price jumped 1,450 baht compared to yesterday's closing price, according to the Gold Traders Association. The purchase price of gold bars has jumped to 54,550 baht, and the selling price is at around 54,000 baht. The purchase price for gold ornaments is 53,575 baht, while the selling price is just over 55,000 baht there. Hua Seheng stated yesterday the gold price rose and exceeded the psychological resistance level of $3,400 and reached a high of $3,430 due to concerns that U.S. President Donald Trump would interfere with the independence of the U.S. Federal Reserve and the impact of the global trade war. Meanwhile, Citibank raised its gold price target for the next 3 months to 3,500 from 3,200. So of course, for gold investors there, they got a lot of, I think, money value in their pocket right now. But you know what? I think this is because of the instability. Because if we're turning time back to 2008, global financial crisis, the gold price rose to 1,800 there. COVID-19 pandemic, Ukraine war in 2022, and now the trade tariff. Of course, right now we've seen that gold price, international price already rose to 3,400-ish. And of course, Thai price also rose with the international price there. And of course, some people question about the bubble economic issues there or that effect. But I think right now, of course, the instability still continues, so the gold price will go up continuously too.
Crisis after crisis lead to instability, and the gold prices have been breaking new records like every other week, because if we go back around like a few months ago, it was only about like 40,000 baht, but now 55,000 baht. That is a huge jump in a very short period of time.
And of course, it's because of the instability and all those individual investor and banking institutions, they want to move money from that stock. Of course, right now it's quite unstable and right now move to gold.
Exactly. And following the repercussions of the trade tariffs, the export of Thai rice may be at risk as well, because the rice exports for the first quarter of this year has dropped significantly. And the total Thai rice exports for the first quarter of this year have dropped by 30%, raising concerns among Thai rice exporters that the country may lose its position as the world's second largest rice exporter to Vietnam. Currently, India is at being the top rice exporter in the world. Chukiat Opatwong, the honorary president of the Thai Rice Exporters Association, said Thailand exported only 2.1 million tons of rice in the first quarter of the year, compared to 2.4 million tons by India and 2.3 million tons by Vietnam. He pointed out that even though Thai rice has dropped to about $400 per ton, Indian rice is about $40 cheaper, prompting buyers from South Africa, Malaysia, and the Philippines to turn to India as their supplier. He even said that India is expected to export more than 20 million tons of rice this year, while Thailand is expected to export only 7.5 million. Adding, however, that the Thai Rice Exporters Association may revise this figure in the middle of the year. He also took note of the reciprocal tariffs imposed on Thai exports to the U.S. market, including rice, saying that rice importers in the U.S. may take advantage of the 90-day pause in the imposition of the trade tariffs by increasing imports of palm-meal rice from Thailand to stockpile. Annually, the U.S. imports about 1.3 million tons of fragrant rice from various countries, including about 630,000 tons of palm-meal rice from Thailand. And in the first 3 months of this year, Thailand exported over 200,000 tons of palm-meal rice to the U.S. at an average price of $1,000 per ton. The price will jump to $1,200 or even $1,300 per ton if the tariffs come into force, on top of the 10% base tax increase, which will make Thai rice less competitive in the U.S. market. Meanwhile, the association president, Dr. Lau Thamatat, said Thai rice exporters are also concerned about the shipping costs, which will rise by $6 per ton by this October. So fierce competition for Thai rice, especially this year when the trade tariffs come into force. And not only that, Thailand may lose its position as being the second largest exporter of rice to Vietnam. So if that happens, India will be at the top, then Vietnam, and then Thailand.
Intense competition and, of course, fierce competition is what you said there. And, of course, that 36% of tariff that Thailand needs to negotiate with the United States, maybe rice could be a target because, of course, as what you said, the U.S. get around over 200,000 tons per year. And there, of course, U.S., they really want to get, they want to export their agricultural products to Thailand too. And this is one of the reasons I think the U.S. president or USTR, they want to negotiate with Thailand on non-tariff barrier. It means quota standards. They want Thailand to open the market, but Is Thai government really ready to support the Thai agriculturists or farmers here, no matter it's rice or other agricultural products? That's important.
Yeah, and there are a lot of details behind the trade tariffs as well. So this is why the Thai government has decided to postpone its talks with the US so that they can actually reconsider all the details and then they could start negotiating with the US. And now on to some updates following the collapse of the State Audit Office building and the suspicions behind the construction project. So far, the 3 Thai directors of a Chinese construction company involved in the project have been detained. 3 Thai shareholders and directors of China Railway No. 10 Thailand have been detained today after they reported to the Department of Special Investigation yesterday to acknowledge charges of being nominees of foreign business. According to the DSI, the 3 men are neither financially sound enough to own 51% of the equity in the major construction firm, nor are they construction engineers. The lawyer of one of the 3 Thais claimed, however, that the 3 men are not nominee shareholders as charged by the DSI. A joint venture between China Railway No. 10 Thailand and Italian-Thai Development Corporation won the contract to construct the State Audit Office building in Chatuchak District, which collapsed on March 28th when it was hit by tremors from an earthquake in Myanmar. More than 40 Thai and Burmese nationals are confirmed dead following the collapse of the building, and about 50 other people are still missing. Using Thai nominees in an establishment of the construction firm allegedly to get around the Alien Business Act is just one of the illegal activities being investigated. The DSI, the police, and other related agencies are also probing other suspected contributors to the collapse of the building, such as the use of substandard construction materials, changes in the design of the core lift shaft, and lack supervision of the construction work. So the collapse of the building has unraveled more suspicions, whether it's the substandard materials that were used in the construction and even the nominees that were used as well. So you can see that there are a lot of disturbing facts that have been revealed to the public right there.
Appalling, actually. And of course, for those, as what you said, the nominees there, although they are Thai director under this Chinese construction company here, and those materials, quality, construction, all those details are being revealed bit by bit, and we will see. Of course, we hope that the administration or authority of Thailand can give us the full report as soon as possible, and for those people who still missing on site, and we can find them immediately.
Yeah, and there's still 50 people who are reportedly missing as well. All right, and that wraps up tonight's edition of Thai PBS World Tonight. Join us every Monday and Tuesday at 6 p.m. on Thai PBS World's Facebook and YouTube Live. And don't forget to follow us on social media and our website, thaipbsworld.com, for all the latest stories and analyses about Thailand. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ